Alright, as we reset the battlefield, I'll give you guys a minute to rethink your strategies.
All I can say is you better hope to kill me before I get close to you again. That's where you have your advantage.
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't think any of my other attacks do anywhere near the damage Paladin's Judgment does. And unfortunately, it's a daily power.
Well, maybe they do other stuff.
Not overly. Usually it's stuff to help my teammates, but that's about it. I think the best I get, besides Paladin's Judgment, is 2d6 plus 4. Oh wait, 46 plus 6, there we go. I'm curious. What is your AC?
18.
Oh, that's not bad then. It's just one lower than mine. I was hoping you'd be really, really squishy.
I kinda am.
18's not that squishy. Not much more than me. And I imagine your other ones are probably better than mine.
17 fortitude, 19 reflex, 18 will.
I've got 18, 15, and 16. You're like a
Sorry, did you
strong-willed
prepare
ninja.
your spells?
I'm as prepared as I was last time.
I have prepared my spells, yes.
Alright, combatants, are you ready?
To rumble, or for Mortal Kombat?
All of the above.
Oh, then yes.
John, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
We are tied 1-1 in this best of 3 series, meaning this third round is match point for both of our combatants. At this point, it could come down to one bad move or one lucky roll. Combatants, roll initiative.
Sorrow rolls a 6.
And Morgan rolls a 17.
Morgan wins initiative for the first time in this series, as round 1
Awesome.
begins and Morgan is up.
Wicked. Let's see. That right there would use up 5, correct?
Correct.
Does that look good or is that too much? I think that's fine.
That's perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna use my standard tactic.
Sorrow.
I'll move up to the door and open it.
Both combatants can now see each other as they are nearing the open area in the center of this battlefield, although they are 15 squares away from each other. That ends round 1. Round 2, Morgan.
Right. Let's see. That's legit, right?
That it is.
And those pillars are definitely some cover. I'm assuming.
From where Sorrow is right now, Sorrow cannot even spot Morgan. Morgan has moved closer to Sorrow and taking cover behind a pillar. Sorrow is up, unable to see Morgan, who is hiding behind the pillar. Sorrow can now spot Morgan, but Morgan does have cover from the pillar. Although,
Right,
does
well-
cover only apply to reflex and AC?
It's a good question.
Well, what were you going to attack with anyway?
A ray of frost.
Let me quickly look that up. Ray of Frost is a single target attack, right? It's not a burst or anything?
Yeah, single target.
Yeah, I do believe that it still applies to any kind of attack roll.
Alright, it's a regular.
Regular cover.
19 versus fortitude, hit for 9 cold damage and slowed.
Oh, crap.
Sorrow brings Morgan down to 32 out of 41 hit points, but most importantly, slows her. Round 2, Morgan.
Well, I'm just gonna move as close as I can. I don't care what happens at this point. I gotta try to close that gap.
Morgan inching her way forward, now within 6 squares of Sorrow. Sorrow's up.
Sorrow will move away from Morgan and cast another ray of frost. It's a 18 versus fortitude, hit for 7 cold damage and slow.
My god, 18, 19, 18. Keep rolling the same numbers there. Morgan once again hit, down to 25 hit points and slowed again. The bane of her existence, already with a move speed of 5 and Sorrow with a move speed of 6. Round 4, Morgan.
Oh boy, oh boy. Gonna keep moving. Actually, that's better.
Morgan now
Might as
within
well use
4
cover.
squares of Sorrow, but taking cover behind a pillar. Sorrow.
Sorrow move southward and cast another ray of frost on Morgan. Hit for no hit actually. 10 versus fortitude.
Sorrow's luck has run out. Will this give Morgan a chance to close the distance and do her one-shot knockout?
Awesome.
Round
Slows
5, Morgan is up.
Goodbye,
If you-
slow.
This here is a pit. If you move across these squares, you need to make a dex check or fall in. If you just go around it like that, then there's no risk of falling in.
Okay, so do I risk falling in on that one?
Negative. It's only if you move from that square to that square.
Crap, I still can't do it in one move. Gonna move right up to Sorrow.
Morgan taking 2 move actions to move into melee with Sorrow. Sorrow is up.
Sorrow takes a step back and she'll cast her fire shot ability. 20 versus fortitude, hit for 9 fire damage, and the target takes ongoing 5 fire damage save ends.
Sorrow sets Morgan on fire, dropping her to 15 hit points and setting her ablaze.
And I'm going
16.
to spend an action point. And I will cast Freezing Cloud on the square right above Morgan.
So north of Morgan?
Correct. And it does 13 versus Fortitude. Hits for... well, doesn't hit. And the effect, the cloud lasts until the end of my next turn. Any creature that enters the cloud or starts its turn there is subject to another attack. I can dismiss the cloud as a minor action, but I won't.
And is there an effect on a miss? I think that's a daily power, right?
Yeah, miss is also half damage, so 4 damage.
This is what, burst 2?
Burst 2, correct.
So I take 4 right now then?
Morgan takes 4 damage right now, dropping her to 12 out of 41 hit points. Round 6, Morgan. Sorrow gets to make another attack with the cloud as she starts her turn within it. In fact, with Morgan sitting on 12 hit points, if she struck for full damage, she could be taken out right now.
It does 23 versus Fortitude. Hits for 9 cold damage.
Morgan is brought down to 3 out of 41 hit points. Sorrow still at full health, 38 out of 38. The situation's looking a lot like our last battle.
She takes fire damage from my fire shot ability.
Wait, what?
I'm on fire, remember?
Oh! Did you take the 5 damage?
Not yet.
With the ongoing 5 damage, unless Morgan has something that can make her make a save ahead of time,
No.
that 5 damage is going to take her out.
All I can say is if I had realized I was missing an action point to begin with, you might not have lived.
What do you mean missing an action point? You know you always have an action point.
Yeah, okay. Most people do. I'm retarded, remember? If I had realized that I was supposed to have one in the first place, this would have went a hell of a lot better. But that's my own fault.
That it is. Sorrow's ongoing damage takes out Morgan. She wins this matchup, or this match rather, with a flawless victory. But overall winning the matchup, the series, 2-1. Morgan came out strong with an incredible 4-round KO, one-shot, lucky critical. But after that, Sorrow was able to keep Morgan at bay. Sorrow moves on to the semifinals. Morgan is eliminated from the tournament. Visit the blog at dnd-d.com for exclusive DM commentary on the Morgan vs. Sorrow matchup. Don't forget to place your bets on next week's matchup, Rhekd the dwarven cleric versus Zook the gnome druid. Leave a comment here stating who you are betting on and how much you are betting. If this is your first time betting, you have 100 GP to bet with. If you've bet before, your current total is in the text description below. At the end of the tournament, the viewer with the most gold in the bank will have an NPC named after them in the Drogans' second adventure, which will begin right after the tourney. Rhekd vs. Zook will be an interesting matchup because neither character is well suited for 1v1 combat. Zook is not just plagued with John's bad luck, he has low attack bonuses, low defenses, and a low damage output. On the other hand, Rhekd is built to be a pure healer. In fact, he has the pacifist healer feat, which means if he so much as tries to deal damage to a bloodied opponent, he gets stunned for 1 round. This is going to be a battle of attrition. Will Zook be able to slowly wear down Rhekd, or will the cleric's unprecedented healing abilities keep him in the battle long enough to take out the druid? Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets.